Hello, good evening, and welcome back. Here we have a much more light-hearted story of how somebody is rebelling against the law while still following the law. It's the kind of thing where you get a overarching government trying to push forward an agenda but not understanding that there are loopholes in it, and just the audacity of individuals to always find a new solution to a new problem that's been created, either through natural events or through government intervention. Either one, the natural state of things is that people are going to find a way to make the situations work for themselves. And a successful entrepreneur needs to be able to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances, ideally stay one step ahead, but if not, then catch up as soon as possible. If not, they're not a successful entrepreneur because things are always changing and they won't be able to keep up. So, what am I talking about in specific? Well, as the Mail Online reports, this is how to get around the pub lockdown. Bar sets up phone line outside so customers can pre-order drinks and stay within COVID law. Yes, because previously you weren't allowed to get alcoholic drinks as a takeaway. Yes, you can get them from supermarkets, but you can't have takeaway from a bar or restaurant like you can with the food. Okay, fine. This time around, they said, yeah, you can, as long as it's a takeaway and it's pre-ordered beforehand by phone or text or email or post. If you want to post an order in, which would be delightful. And I am almost tempted to try that myself. Just in a week's time, so next Thursday at 8:30 p.m, I would like a pint of one of your real ales. So I will order it, and please find the check-in closed. Be even better. Just then turn up, go, yep, there we go then. Perfect. I would have thought that similarly, if it's allowed by post, as we'll go into here, have they done it by phone, that they could also then just have a brief letterbox just by the side of it as well, to just post your orders in through there if you want, because then you're doing it by post. So, and yeah, the cost of the stamp will be deducted, and then they'll be having more stamps than a prison. So, the Red Lion and Sun in Highgate, London, has connected a telephone to a bar. The gastropub shared footage of the initiative on Twitter, showing the new idea. Telephone was placed on a table outside the pub alongside antibacterial wipes. So, here you can see, you can order drinks via this phone. And the big signs that they have insist that everything they're doing is takeaway. Definitely. And yeah, don't forget to pre-order your drinks. That's definitely pre-ordering. And the owner, Heath Bull, told Mail Online, it was more a piss take of the silly law. They do have antibacterial wipes next to the phone, though, so they are trying to be sensible. But that's their way around it. They're saying that, actually, it's become almost a tourist attraction, if you will, that people want to go along and try this novelty, and the staff are fine with it, and hey, at least then they still have their jobs as well. So, Heath Bull, as with so many good inventions, comes out of anger and frustration. As he says, I was so angry and frustrated with a new obstacle. I thought, how can I do it legally and at the same time highlight how stupid it is? Customers have been using it. They find it highly amusing. The staff also find it funny. It just highlights how stupid the new law is. He continued, we did this from day one when they said you have to pre-order by phone. I went on Amazon and ordered the phones and wire and had it running the next day. Good man. I mean, it looks quite sweet, actually. It looks quite reminiscent of Christmas markets and the way that they're set up. Almost got that alpine glow with it. The LEDs around the outside definitely help with that. And I suppose at least saying that you can have takeaway alcohol would then permit Christmas markets to work. However, you can only have a drink with somebody from outside your household if you are also outside at the same time and you're socially distanced. So with that in mind, it's going to be difficult for Christmas markets to try and make their way this year, which is going to suck for the people who do own businesses like that, given that they are far more profitable than a lot of people think. The same goes for vendors selling like hot dogs and burgers at air shows or steam shows, that kind of thing, that they can still make a six-figure income, which is phenomenal. But of course, with social distancing even outside, it's going to make it more difficult for that. But is that the problem with the bar? Will that just be overseen by the government and therefore they're going to cancel things like they've cancelled Lowest Bonfire Night? And yes to all the American viewers, that was Bonfire Night, the 5th of November, not people celebrating Biden. Okay? This has happened every year for hundreds of years. In fact, in Lewis, since 1853, I believe, and that's the largest one in the UK and therefore the world for the 5th of November. So yeah, that's been going a while. In fact, that's been going longer than America's existed. So it's been it's been around a little while. So on November 4th, the pub tweeted how it would be open throughout lockdown and posted a picture of an outdoor bar for takeaway drinks, captioned, "We're pleased to announce that we'll be open throughout lockdown V2 for food and drink takeaways and deliveries. You are able to purchase wines, beers, frozen margaritas from us. However, in line with the law, you must pre-order drinks from us via the phone and collect." So they say customers are not allowed to enter the premises, but can enjoy a socially distanced pint with someone from another household in an outdoor public space. However, of course, this lockdown does end on 2nd of December, so you can still get some later Christmas market joy in, if you wish. They say, although outlets are allowed to sell takeaway food, Downing Street had previously said they'd be banned from selling alcoholic drinks to takeaway. But now, of course, this post only garnered 122 likes, so let's hope this video gets more views than that. Aim high. And of course it's had praise from CAMRA, the Campaign for Real Ale, with Nick Antona, the chairman, saying, "I'm delighted that the government has listened to the concerns of thousands of CAMRA members, concerned pubgoers and beer lovers who have emailed to their MPs in the last 48 hours urging the government to allow pubs and breweries to sell alcohol as takeaway during the second lockdown, especially when it comes to real ale, if that's your thing, because that's not something that you can get from supermarkets. In fact, you might see that some of them are bottle conditioned, which is essentially just to say that the brewing process doesn't stop when they're bottled. It stops after they've been bottled a little while later, which means that they can last longer, because ale itself, real ale, doesn't last very long when it's been opened out the cask. Like about a week, if that. So it goes on to say, "This is a vital lifeline for local pubs and breweries across England over the coming 4 weeks, giving them a lifeline of income and allowing people to support local businesses. Cameron continues to call on the government to bring in a comprehensive long-term financial support package to support all pubs and breweries through the lockdown and the tough months that will follow this winter. Without a sector-specific support package, we risk seeing thousands of pubs and breweries closing their doors for good." Or, of course, just saying, yeah, open up if you want. But they can't do that all the time the NHS is around. So we all know my opinion on that. But there we go. I thought it would be a nice little light-hearted article in the middle of the week, something to have a smile to and go, hey, that's quite ingenious. And also being aware that there are so many people doing so many things similar to this so frequently on a daily basis, if not even more frequently than that. And so use this as inspiration for your own lives. That if you've got a problem that's come up, or maybe something that's existed for a while, if it's something that you want to overcome or find a way around because it's prohibiting you from doing something that is important to you, then you can find a way around it. You definitely can. So with that more joyful message for once, let me know what you guys think down below. Always intrigued you always have to say. Or let me know if you think there's another way to do it. If you like the letterbox idea, so people can write their orders through. In fact, you could almost have like a menu with a tick-off list and then post that through if you want. And you could even make it laminated and use Sharpies so that you can use antibacterial or antiseptic wipes to wipe it clean afterwards, and so you can make it reusable, so it's better for the environment, I suppose. There's another way if you don't trust people's handwriting. But yeah, and if you guys have had seen some other ingenious solutions to trying to get around this the coronavirus lockdown and the restrictions, do let me know down below. Always intrigued, you always have to say, and some of the things you come up with are very, very interesting. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff really does help the channel out a lot. You're doing me a massive favour. And as always, until next time, have a good one.